Hey everybody, look at this beautiful, beautiful rendered lard from my very own pigs. You can fry with this, you can deep fry with this. Fried potatoes in this lard is amazing. French fries, amazing. Vegetables, amazing. Now I'm going to show you how to make this. Hey everybody, I am going to show you how to render lard. Everybody thinks it's so difficult, but it is the easiest thing in the world. All you need is a slow cooker, your fat for rendering. I like to use the leaf lard. It's whiter, it's a softer lard at room temperature, and yeah, it just doesn't invoke a real porky flavor. Some containers for afterwards with lids, a spatula, and a large heat-proof measuring cup that I use to pour this into there and then this into there after it's cooled. Okay, let's go. So starting with the lard, some butchers will grind it for you. I usually just whack it in there with the pieces as large as they come, but sometimes I cut it into smaller pieces, but nothing really tiny. So I'll do one in tiny, smaller pieces, and then I'll do the other one just cutting it in half probably. So we just whack those in there. Oops. Good knife, it's always helpful. So you get one of these leaf lards off a side of pork. Now, depending what your pork was fed, it may or may not be bigger than this. Oh, I wasn't going to cut this one, but what the heck, I'll cut some of it. And then I'll just slice it down the middle. So, what can you use lard for, you ask? Well, I fry everything in pork fat. And you can Google this yourself, but pork fat is good for you. It's a safe pork. So then you turn it on, depending, high or low works. I start out at high and then switch to low after a while. And then I'll come back and show you the next step when it comes to draining some of that off. Okay, great. Okay, so with this part, you're definitely going to want to wear an apron. It can get a little splattery. So it's been going now for about 2 hours. And I'm just going to pop the lid off here. Set this over here. And I'm just going to take this out, and all you're going to do is drain off the liquid fat that has rendered so far. And as you can see, there's still lots more that needs to be rendered. So we'll put it back in. And I've got it set for another about 2 more hours. So when this cools, not to the point where it has solidified, but it's still warm, but not so warm that it'll melt the plastic containers, you're gonna put this in and fill it up to about there. As it cools, it'll draw down a little bit. And that's basically it. I will show you the end product when we get closer to that. So this is pork lard that I'm using. You can do this with beef tallow, which is called suet, and that is also from around the kidneys. It's a more pure fat, I guess, is why they use it. Now this will be pure. You can see it's kind of yellowy here, but that'll be pure white when it's all done. And so I've done the same thing with the beef, and then I have made skin creams with that, just adding a few little items, which I will give you a video of that someday. Anyway, I will be back with the final step in a bit. Okay, so this has cooled somewhat. You can see it's a little thickened, but cool. So I just put it in there like that, and then it's time to strain more. Sorry. So I'll just take this off of here. You just basically keep doing this until you run out of, there we go, run out of liquid. So you never put this on and then leave. Always do this on a day when you're going to be around cooking, or just around, so you can keep an eye on it. I like doing it in the slow cooker because it's whiter and it never takes on a burnt flavor to it. Sometimes when I do it in the oven, which you can easily do it in the oven, you just turn it on and let it bubble away in there, but sometimes I can taste a burnt taste to it with the heat in the oven. This is super simple, safe, and quick, and that's how you do it. Thanks for watching.